Okay, I think we are live. I think we have sound. I think that things are working. Let's find out.
Ooh.
Oh.
The true test.
That's awesome.
Yes, welcome. This is second session of Dawn of the Necromancer, and a lot has changed since the first session. Because we decided to kick out one character because he described how he was conceived.
That's fair. I mean, I really did go into a significant amount of detail about how Nildis came into the world, and like, I understand that character's cursed. You can't have that around. But I do want to say that Vader Kid, since you are with us, I will be casting Bane on you the first thing that I do in this game.
All right, let's do this.
We have
I'm all about it.
We have added people. We have changed universes, and we have changed gods, and all of the things that has happened. If y'all want to, let's go ahead and we can start in alphabetical order, starting with Jeff, and introduce everybody. First of all,
Hello, I'm Jeff. I'm the Dungeon Master of Dice and Dreary, and today I'm going to be playing Artilicus the Courageous.
Jen?
I am Jen, and today I will be playing Ellie, who is a level 2 forest gnome rogue.
Cool, Vader Kid.
I am Vader Kid 08. I am a variety streamer. I stream all kinds of stuff. And today I'm going to be playing Beargurn, the very energetic, heroic dwarf.
Rob?
I am Rob. I am the host of the Our Strange Skies podcast archive, the co-host of the Coda, a music podcast, and the Dungeon Master for Rolling Through the Realms. And today, since my character was cursed, I have completely changed into a Shadarkai Grave Domain cleric named Avalyn.
Okay, and Rave, and I do realize now that this is not in alphabetical order at all. This is the order of the stream. We're just going to go with that.
I am Ravenant. I'm playing Sigurd Eide, the dashing bard.
All right. And
Dashing.
I am your Dungeon Master for today, Paul. Detective Funk Boy. Really appreciate y'all joining us. Below, first of all, my birthday stream just happened, and it was amazing, and y'all came through big time, and we have 2 new emotes in the repertoire, and so I'm really thrilled about that. And Vader Kid just used those for the first time, but underneath the chat bar you will see the channel points. You can use those to give disadvantage or advantage to the player's next roll, depending on how they are doing, or if they're describing their parents having sex, or whatever the case may be.
I mean, horses, it was pretty cool, I guess. I don't know.
Thank you for the cheers. I really appreciate it. All right. We're going to do a recap, but just to reset things. We were not in Faerun last time. However, certain things have come about, certain characters that are connected with Dice and Dreary. And with this has officially become a Dice and Dreary prequel, which necessitates it's being moved to Faerun. So we're going to pretend like we've been in Faerun the whole time. And every time we said Zeus, we really meant like Lathander or something. Retcon, yes.
Yeah, and in this case, Poseidon is now the Raven Queen. So there you go.
Right, yes. Thankfully not the Horse Queen.
Wait, hold on, retcon. We're retconning again.
So, last time y'all were met in an inn. You were told that some heroes were needed over in the town of Darwich, and so you met a representative from that town named Gabriella in another town. And she told you about a problem with a creature that has been in the graveyard and has killed several town's guards who have tried to extract it. And that you were offered 150 gold apiece for killing this thing permanently. You all had a strange dream, and it was all the same dream. And I don't think that you even told each other what dream you had, but you all had the same dream. And I would say even for our two new characters, and we'll kind of fold you into the story very, very quickly. But even you two, you hadn't been on your way yet, but you still had this same strange dream of a scene in a temple where this horribly burned man lay dead at the front. It's kind of a funeral scene, and representatives come in and give the priest a large chest of gold, and the priest nods and then casts a spell to resurrect this character. And everybody's very, very happy about this, and they start upon their way. But two other figures come into the room, and they are carrying another body. This one also horribly burned and dead, and they are turned away by the priest there. You went to Darwich, and you were immediately upon entering the inn, where you do have a free room and drink coupons. We won't forget about the drink coupons. As you were just getting in and getting settled, you met a man named Grayson who that's the wrong person, Ryland, who was mentioning that his daughter was missing. But even before his story completed, everybody who could fight was summoned to the mayor's manor, where zombies were attacking, and you went in and faced the zombies, who did creepy things like leave eyeballs on stairs, try to choke people with their guts, try to stab people with rib bones, and made your way up to where the mayor and his wife, the Pinderos, were there, and they were being attacked by the mayor, Jure Pindero, his dead parents. Welcome shop girl. And you, despite the fact that Jure did not want his parents killed, you killed them anyways, because you're good heroes like that. And you went back to the inn where you met with Rylan, and you found out that that his daughter Abigail had gone missing the night before. And in investigating, you learned about a man with an eye patch. You went over to the cemetery where you thought you would meet him, but instead you met the monster, who knocked out Ellie with a single throw of a gravestone, and y'all decided now was not the time to face it. You needed to level grind a little bit. And you had a very long conversation with a group of men who were hiding inside the graveyard, but they were not affected by the monster. And it was so long of a conversation, I thought we were not going to find the girl. And in fact, Artilicus built a campfire and sat down. But you eventually figured out that this man had been in this alleyway behind the cheaper of the two inns in town, the Wild Boar Inn, where he had tried to capture Abigail and ended up killing her, and her ghost took her revenge upon him, and now was trapped in the well. Artilicus dove into the well to help her, and she tried to choke him out, and but y'all convinced her that you did not mean her harm, and in fact brought her body out to return it to Ryland. And so do y'all remember anything I have missed along the way?
No, I think you've pretty much got it all. I can't think of anything else.
All right. So it had been a long, hard day, and so Artilicus, Ellie, and Sigurd, you have gone to bed, and you have slept very, very soundly, and awoken bright and early the next morning, ready to go to work. Except as you get up, you find that your shoes are missing.
I didn't take them. Stop looking at me like that.
It's a ruse. Artilicus is going to immediately begin investigating the area. I don't have a very good investigation, but I would like to search the area for any kind of clues.
Yeah, go for it.
A 12.
12. Okay. So, yeah, things you notice is the door's locked. It is it's not like a deadbolt just on the inside. It is an inside and outside lock. But everything else is fine. Your gold is intact. Your weapons are fine. Everything else is fine. It is just your boots.
Spoiler alert, your boots are the BBEG right now, and
Yes.
we need to find them immediately.
I assume I just had a good night the night before. I mean, it happens.
We're in the inn, right? Which one? Were we at the Wild Boar?
No, you're at the Gold Door Inn. This is a really nice
Gold Door.
place. Yeah.
You're at the Gold Door Inn. It appears that I've misplaced my boots. Has anyone seen them?
No, maybe we should lodge a complaint with management.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, as you go downstairs, there's a couple of things that you're going to note as you kind of come into the common room. The first one is that the owner, Grayson Martin, is up front, kind of taking breakfast orders. You do not know when this man sleeps. He seems to always be in the common room. Gabriella is also there.
Gabriella was the one that told us.
Yeah, she's the one that brought you to town.
Yeah, she. Okay, and she's just hanging out here too.
Yeah, she sees you in waves.
I ignore her and I go to Grayson and I say, "Excuse me, but it appears that we're missing our shoes. Did somebody go into our room last night?"
Oh, of course, yes. Didn't she order shoe repair?
No. Is that
Oh,
is that
dear.
what happened? Is that what happened? Okay. All right.
Oh dear.
Well-
Okay. Well, I don't know. There's some mistake. the shoemaker, he's a solid guy. He said that you wanted your shoes repaired, and yeah, that's we're more than happy to provide that service for our guests. He was most insistent. I'm honestly surprised he's working. Poor guy his daughter was found murdered.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. Where is he in the building? Where is he?
Oh no, his shop's just south of the market.
Oh, got it. What's his name? Did you say?
Oh, Rylan.
Rylan. Oh, that guy. Yeah, that guy. Okay.
Aha. We have the suspect. We have
Our
a
shoe
motive.
thief. It's okay. Grief has made him crazy, apparently.
Just need to apprehend.
I think this eclipses like everything that we did in the last adventure. Like, this is the most important thing we've done. Forget killing zombies. Forget facing off against a tombstone monster that we weren't able to slay. This right here is the heart of the campaign.
It's the case of the missing shoes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, we solved it, so
Mm-hmm.
I think we can go home now.
We solved it, but I still don't have my shoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are there any
we can
local
tell.
shoe salesmen around?
Oh, I mean, Rylan's gonna get them all nice for you.
No, this isn't a question for him, just general knowledge. Would I know of any?
No. There's people in town would probably go to just Rylan, unless they're making their own.
Got a shoe monopoly in town.
Yeah, I know.
Dang. New side quest for my character. He needs competition.
Open up a rival shoe company.
Yeah, I will open up, like a DC or something,
Mhm.
maybe fantasy Foot Locker.
Well,
Is there a black market available?
On shoes?
If you go down to Wild Boar, that's where you would inquire about stuff like that.
That's what
Would
I'm
you
going to
send
do
someone-
then.
You gonna go look for black market shoes?
Black market shoes. I'm gonna say to the gentleman at the desk, could you send someone to Ryland to retrieve our shoes? We can't really walk around barefoot.
Oh, of course,
Maybe you
yes.
can't.
Oh, yeah, of course, no problem. I'll go get on it right away.
Thank you.
Okay.
I will sit down next to Gabriella and order breakfast.
She will say, good morning, everyone. I do hope that you don't mind. Another couple of adventurers have appeared in response to my summons, and they should be here just momentarily to join you. Y'all have done a lot. You've done a lot already, but I had heard about what happened in the graveyard, and perhaps you could use the help. It won't cut into your share at all. But yes, here they are. And from the door, Berger and Evelyn will come in. Together or apart, it just happenstance to be at the exact same moment, as is likely to happen in Dungeons & Dragons.
So, quick question. Did I stay at the same place? And are my shoes missing as well?
Your shoes are not missing. But yeah, if I said you came in last night, then yeah, you would have stayed here.
Okay. Fair enough.
I forgot what I said. So you probably did come in last night. But you didn't help.
I mean, either which way.
In fact, you were actively working against the party at the time. So I don't know why you think your shoes get special treatment.
I'm just making sure, covering my grounds here. So Gabriella has summoned me for a job. Am I?
Yes,
Is that correct?
that's right.
All right. So Berrigan comes through the door and he looks around and he goes, "Well, why are you barefoot?"
We are. Yeah. Don't be rude. He has a pretty thick accent, but don't be rude.
I was just inquiring what he said.
It's a strange local custom here.
I'm not in the same place I was before. Obviously, people run around without shoes. Are you halflings?
Please don't take your shoes off. It's okay. No, it's okay. Stop.
I lean over to is it who's the other new character? It's Sigurd.
No, Evelyn.
Do we
Is that how you say it? Is it Evelyn?
Excuse me.
Yeah, Evelyn.
Evelyn.
Yeah. So, Evelyn, she's an elf, but she's a very strange looking elf because she has this bluish gray skin. It's kind of the skin of a dead body, but there's a little more life to it. She has long black hair,
just slightly,
with bits of silver in it, coming down. And if you look behind her and you look at her cloak, it kind of it looks like almost like smoke comes off of it, but it's like a little heavier, almost like a shadow is coming off of it. And she has a very stoic look on her face, and she's looking around like she's never been here before, because she's never been here before. This is all new to her. And she looks over to you, and she walks over in your direction and just looks at you all, and looks down at a couple of you and says, "Hello."
Good day.
Artilicus puts its hand out. "Pleasure to meet you, companion."
I'm not sure what to do with that. And she just she puts her hand forward. She doesn't know how to shake a hand, but she just puts it towards your hand, expecting you to do the legwork here.
We awkwardly, just without touching, just awkwardly kind of move our hands up and down.
Yes. Yes.
And then I turn to Berrigan and I do the same motion. "Greetings, companion."
Berrigan sticks out his hand and grasps yours very firmly, because that's something he would do, and he leans in a little bit. He goes, "Aye, that one's a little strange, isn't she?"
Completely ignoring what you said, Artilicus has focused in on the strong grip, and he immediately is going to clear off a side of the table and put his arm there, as in arm wrestling position, and just kind of nod,
Berrigan immediately takes the opportunity. "Oi!
Oh.
I'm always up for the challenge. Let's do this."
Strength checks. Let's go.
Yes.
Could I use athletics?
Oh.
No.
I'd like to start running the books.
All right, strength
Yeah,
check.
no,
Here we go.
yeah. If athletics, never mind. It's not going to help you.
Oh.
So it's pretty good. Berrigan, you are impressed, but you win substantially. That was a Berrigan 23 with Artilicus a 16.
So, well, That was a good effort you put in. You're not the sharpest hammer in the smithy, but
Artilicus just laughs and pats you on the back. Ginger ale for my friend here.
what in the blazes is ginger ale? I'm not familiar with the beverage.
Delicious beverage. You'll love it.
Is it strong?
It is known to soothe a stomach, an upset stomach. Does that
you say
count
so,
as being
Lottie.
strong?
It's one of the
Let's
things
try
that you
this
do.
ginger mead.
It's one of the things you do when you're sick and it's a school day and you're gonna watch the Price is Right scroll at home. That's what you use it for.
Fair enough.
The waitress will come over with what was decidedly not a ginger ale for you. They've only been dealing with Artilicus a few hours, but already know. They already know. And they give you a pint of the hefty, and put that in front of you. This is something that you would know from home and be very happy with.
And Beargrin slurps it down. It tastes an awful lot like the hefty. Pretty good.
Gabriella will say, Jare would like to see all of you in just a little bit to thank you for last night. In the meantime, there was something that I wanted to show you. That will be as soon as your breakfast is done. Then we will go. It is just a little bit outside of town.
I'm gonna need my shoes for that.
I am sorry. Why are you not wearing shoes?
Really, I don't know. I mean, I don't sleep in my shoes. And then I woke up and they were gone. And it appears that there was a miscommunication with customer service. And now we are waiting on our shoes.
So Beargrin takes another sip of his drink and he goes, well, perhaps they grew legs and walked out of the barn here.
Maybe so.
Artilicus in his full armor minus any kind of shoes, just completely barefoot. I'm starting to get used to it, and he starts slapping his bare feet on the stone there as he dances around a little bit.
Beargrin starts to clap. Get on with your bad self now.
Tigger, you gonna play oh gosh, what did you have? Bagpipes. You had bagpipes, right?
Yeah, he did it.
I do indeed.
Mhm.
Much to Ellie's
I'll bust out the pipe.
annoyance, now barefooted people are dancing and with bagpipe playing. But I do remember you like bagpipes, but probably not the barefoot dancing. Or
I just go along with it.
or half the party, for that matter.
Avalon says, reminds me of home.
The bagpipes and the barefoot dancing reminds you of home?
Yeah.
Where are you from again?
I'm not from around here. I come from a place where, where people, technically go to die, but I'm not dead. I'm a servant of the Raven Queen. So
That does make sense because I would imagine hell to be a place where bagpipes are playing.
It's not located in one of the 9 hells, I can assure you. It's a rather jovial place. There's a lot of merrymaking, and Some of this looks familiar from there, but it's gonna take a little getting used to, I guess.
Bergren sips his drink really, really loudly and has his eyes are real big, like.
Did y'all read that Far Side cartoon where the first panel is in heaven and it goes, "Welcome to heaven, here's your harp," and the lower panel is, "Welcome to hell, here's your accordion." All right, so
like it.
As you're about halfway through your meal, one of the employees here at the Gold Door does come in, and he's like. He's a small lad, he's like, probably like 12 and small for his age. And he is like trying to carry, everyone's boots, which is probably the worst of it is Artilicus's massive boots, and he's trying to kind of carry these around, and he finally kind of comes over to the table, and he looks like he's about to fall over, but eventually just kind of gets them all on the floor, and he's huffing and puffing. He's like, "Rylan sends this," and hands over a note. And then he will walk out to the back as soon as you take the note.
Artilicus gives him a way too hearty pat on the back, thanks him, and takes the note.
He goes sprawling through the tables.
Takes the note and begins to read it out loud.
Okay. All it says is thank you. I don't have much, but and it seems like he wrote more, but he kind of scratched it out and just put Ryland.
I would like to closely inspect my shoes because I am distrustful.
Okay. So
They've been improved upon.
they have been. If you're asking me if they're giving you some magic quality, no. But they have been thoroughly repaired. They have been polished, and as you feel inside, you realize that he has replaced kind of the inside of the sole with just this remarkably soft leather, and as you put these on, they feel just amazing. He has clearly been spending all night working on your shoes and giving them a really high quality repair job.
You started out with
good work.
You started out with Converse and you ended up with Jordans. That's
Exactly.
Great. I like
Yes.
it.
They have that little air bubble in the bottom now.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Has the boy left yet?
You can catch him if you want to.
Sure. Hey, does Ryland do any other work? Tailor work? Or is he strictly a cobbler?
He's a cobbler. He's pretty. I mean, he's been doing this a long time. If you need something else worked on, he probably could.
I shall certainly keep him in mind.
Okay. All right. Gabrielle was like, "Well, is everyone ready?"
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Artilicus is thoroughly impressed by the new boots.
I didn't think he could have more pep in his step, but he does. For a rather jovial man, he is more jovial.
I would say that about 20% of this extra pep is coming from these Ryland airs I'm wearing.
All right.
Are you gelling?
As you are leaving, Grayson, the owner, there will go. Oh, I almost forgot. The twins were calling on you earlier. They'll be at their shop.
Twins, you say? Do we know these twins?
Oh no, yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot that you're new in town. It is Roxy and Moxie. They're over at the Shiny Baubles.
The what now?
Shiny
Moxie.
Baubles.
Shiny baubles.
Shiny baubles.
Sounds like a lovely place.
Yeah.
Potions and the like. Sometimes they have some magic items floating around. Hold on one second.
Oxy and Moxie.
There's a lot of moxie over there.
Roxy and Moxie.
All right.
And is this like an apothecary?
Mm-hmm.
Like a...
Yep.
I mean, I guess we probably wouldn't hurt to stop by that place anyway.
Okay. Gabriella will lead you to where she wants to go, if you are going in that direction. But she will take you outside of town, and not terribly far. But as you go, you see kind of this pillar of smoke coming up, this dark smoke, and as you get closer, you kind of start to smell and realize that this is where they are burning the bodies of the zombies that had attacked the manor last night. And hey, Blue Velvet, welcome. You had faced off with I think 4 or 5 of these, but there were actually many more than that, and like the soldiers throughout the manor had been fighting them off even before you got there, and so there's a pile of them, and you see some of the castle guards out there, and they've brought out like a wagon that you just see like the bodies just stacked on top, and they're kind of grabbing them, arms and legs, and just throwing them into this giant bonfire. And Gabriella says, I did ask them to save us one, but thankfully they haven't finished throwing them in.
Evelyn's gonna walk over, and she's just gonna say a quick prayer for all of them.
Beargurn's gonna go, what a putrid smell!
And Blue mentioned the character drawings. Thank you so much. Our friend Desdemona did these for us, and she is also on Rolling Through the Realms. And
She is.
And
They're awesome.
yeah, I love her stuff. It's good. All right. She's Gabriella's going to go over to like the pile of bodies on the wagon, and it's getting pretty nasty. The smell over here, but she'll kind of wave you forward. It's like, come look at this. This is disturbing to me.
Telecus is becoming very serious, and is going to come and investigate what she wants to show.
Okay. So she goes over and gets to one of their heads, and grabs it with her like the hair with her left hand, and kind of looks at, picks it up and looks it over, and she's like, there it is, and then grabs it and just jerks something out of this head, and then she hands this to you, and what you're seeing, and I should have it on the screen now, is this spike that had been embedded into this this creature's head, and you see these these runes engraved on it.
Muradin's hammer.
Can I roll an investigation check to see what I know about this?
Yeah, go ahead and roll Arcana.
Arcana?
Yeah.
Okay. And not very proficient in Arcana.
Yeah, you you recognize
I'm
that
new
it's
here.
it's some sort of some sort of attempt at magic here, but
Okay.
May I look at it?
yes.
I don't know who is holding it, but I'm gonna grab it and look it over. I would like to try to see.
Okay.
Be careful of that lassie. It may curse you.
Ooh. I guess I don't know really much more about it than you did.
Gabriella says maybe I should take it to somebody who understands magic.
I'm afraid I don't understand magic, but I do understand the dead pretty well. And that's mostly because they don't talk.
I know
And
a
if
bit
they
about
do
it.
talk, and if they do talk, I make them not talk.
Is
Wow.
Gabriella right next to me?
Sure, if you'd like.
I lean in and say, "Where did you find this one?" A little bit. Oh.
The tall blonde man? He is like that a little bit. Wait, I'm sorry, which one are you talking about?
The pointy-eared one. Very, very strange.
She kind of looks
Not like your normal elf.
Oh, the elf. Yes. I understand now. And in response to that, she'll say, there was one of these in every one of their heads.
All of them, huh?
Yes.
Ellie, let me take a look at that.
Sure.
Sure.
Oh, okay, we got a 22.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah, I know
who
all
knows
about
what
this
they're
thing.
doing.
So, you recognize that the runes and just the object itself is appears to have been like, imbued with some sort of necromantic power, and is probably actually the thing that has animated these zombies. The obvious advantage that you can think of to that is that, you know, as a necromancer, you can kind of maintain several undead at once, but you are capped at a certain point. But if you put the magic in these spikes instead, you know, you're just limited to how many of these you can make.
This disturbs me. I don't like it.
I would imagine it takes a lot to disturb you.
Yes, it does. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah. You're welcome.
So,
If no one is paying attention, I would like to casually pocket it. Can I give a sleight of hand?
yeah, go for it.
18.
Okay, yeah, no one noticed, or Gabriella doesn't notice. One of your party members might.
Archilicus is too focused on this evil.
Can I roll a perception for Bear Graham? I think he might be paying attention. I gotta find my perception on here. it is. That's passive perception. I'm just gonna roll a d20 here. No. Absolutely not. I don't notice.
I do want to become famous. That being said,
Oh.
I just mostly like to see Davian react to banning people. Did you roll?
I did. It was a 2.
Oh, yeah, okay, so you did not notice. Gabriella sighs and says, I don't... Apparently Artilicus is attacking Gabriella.
My mistake.
Just rolling things.
Huzzah!
Bless you.
Slice.
I know you're
Evelyn
eager to
just
get into
turns to
battle,
him.
but settle down.
Evelyn just turns to him and says, "Listen, we don't need to do any unnecessary harm here. Like everything in their own time. Everything in their own time, please."
Just got a little excited.
Put your spells away, young man, please.
Gabriella, we'll look at Sigurd and say, so this was somebody's doing this. Somebody is.
It would appear.
This is some like new necromancer, like a dawn of the necromancer, you might say.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yes.
The titular enemy.
Not a
Pretty early in the
fan.
morning.
Not a fan. Mm-mm.
Well, Jare will expect us soon. But if there's any other information that I can clear up for you, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm at your disposal while you're here.
Okay.
I say we found the bloody short who's doing it, and we get him. You
I like
pull
that
up,
plan.
we pull. Bergren pulls out his sword and he kind of slaps it. Who's with me?
Well,
Huzzah!
Soroho, welcome. Appreciate it.
And to make it very weird, you see Evelyn, she pulls out a sickle from behind her, and she holds it forward and says, "Yes, we must maintain the balance."
I'm gonna whisper to Ellie. This is an excitable bunch, huh?
Y'all
Yeah.
y'all know this necromancer is not here right now, right? I want to make sure.
Could you point us in the direction?
That I don't know.
Oh,
I told you about
Artilicus.
I told you
It's a
about
bit sad.
strange people who are in the graveyard at night.
Yes, gentleman with an eye patch, I believe.
I don't know who it is. They are covered. They hide themselves in darkness and leave often very early. And but I have wondered, the creature in the graveyard has been disturbing the graves, and I wonder if these people are taking the bodies.
Mm.
I don't like that one bit.
Perhaps we should disguise ourselves as dead bodies, and then they will take us right to the Necromancer.
That is a plan. That is a plan.
Let's see, which one of us...
rod right down your neck.
Well, let's see,
That
which
would
one
be
of us
fun.
looks most like a dead body right now?
Gabriella will lean
Not
over to
totally.
Beargurn and say, I wasn't going to say anything.
Is this a joke? So that's what a joke is.
Shall we go to the manor? Or was there anything else you wanted to do first?
Well, there was that the shiny baubles.
Oh, the twins. They are well, the manor is on the way to them. And I wouldn't want to keep the Lord Mayor waiting, but after what you did last night, I don't think he would mind one way or another.
I mean, is it far?
The manor is not far at all.
Aye, let's get on with it.
Okay. All right, you're heading over to the manor, which is very much like you saw it last night, and in fact, there are still blood stains everywhere. You see, like a lot of the servants running around trying to clean things up, but there's blood stains on the carpets and stuff that's going to take a little bit more work. And you do find the mayor and his wife actually down on the bottom floor in the great hall area, and they're kind of monitoring the work going forward and consulting with everybody to make sure that they know what's going on and what's been happening. But Gabriella will take you forward to them, and Jarre and his wife Evelyn will turn to greet you. They do seem they look better than they did last night when they were really kind of in shock at everything that was happening, and they do seem very much more in control today. And Jarre in particular will come to you and say, yes, I fear that last night I was not in my right mind, and I was nearly swallowed up in grief, and it nearly killed me. But I wanted to thank you personally for what you did, and give you a small token of our thanks. We're not wealthy here, but I can give you this, and he will give you each 50 gold coins.
Nice. Thank you, sir.
It's most generous of you.
And he totally gives Berger and Evelyn gold coins as well, because he was in way too much shock and grief last night to even like remember who was helping him. He was just told these are the people.
Bergern looks down, and as he is handed this coin, and he looks up and he goes, I cannot accept this. Sorry, I was not a part of whatever happened to you.
I lean over and I say, we can accept it. I was here. I can take yours if you want.
Oh,
Here.
I am sorry. Of course, but I do mean this money for you're part of the party, right? I want to contribute to your efforts. So please, if you were not involved, then you use it for the benefit of the others.
Aye. And I'm sorry, Jen. What is your character? Your character's name is
Ellie. Mm-hmm.
And you are what is your character like?
I am a gnome.
You're a gnome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, little lassie. Here you go. You can have the coin. Bergen doesn't work for free, nor do I get handouts.
And I will shamelessly take it and pocket it.
Gabriella tells us that that you have much to do, and I don't want to take up any of your time, but please, if there's anything that I or my house can do for you, please tell me.
You could stay safe.
Well, thank you.
You could, if you notice anything out of the ordinary, maybe send word or make sure you let us know. We have some concerns, not to alarm you, but if you see anything unusual, then maybe let us know.
Yes, of course. I will. In the I have let the guards know that they are to let you in to the manor anytime you like. So just let me know if anything comes up that I can help you with.
Sure.
You let the guards know here that if they ever need assistance, we're here to help.
Oh, thank you. All right, and the two of them will withdraw to work on things. So Gabrielle will tell you the way to Shiny Baubles. If that is where
Shiny
you're gonna,
Baubles it is.
Yeah, we should head over. Yeah, there was the twins wanted to see us. Plus, we have a little bit of spending money now.
I think we stop at the manor first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you head through the main part of town, and you are going to arrive as you cross kind of the center square of town. You get into this like tree-lined town square, and you are very surprised to see a warrior in just this gleaming armor, perched on top of a red griffin, and there are a pair of menacing wyverns circling the warrior as he's watching them very closely, and they're scowling at him. Confusingly, like no one else seems to notice this except you. They're just kind of walking past. Finally, after a moment, one of the wyverns springs toward the griffin, as like right next to it, this pair of children chase a hoop across the square, like right behind the pouncing wyvern, and the griffin then also launches into the air, and the swings around as the wyvern lunges past, and the armored warrior thrusts down with his lance and catches the monster through the back of its head, and it just collapses. But the second one is already airborne, coming at him. Is there anything that y'all do?
Throw a javelin at it.
Everybody sees this, right? Like I look at my companions, like I'm not hallucinating. Yes.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Beargrin has a very stern look on his face, and I've got an idea of something that I'm gonna do once everybody makes a decision.
Okay, Artilicus, you're throwing a javelin.
I'm just no hesitation, no thought, just attacking
Okay,
with
all
the
right.
javelin.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
If I see him doing that, I will pull out my short bow and attack as well.
Okay.
That is a 19.
All right. Your javelin is square on target, and you watch as it just passes through this. Oh, I forgot to give you all disadvantage earlier, but we have 2 lined up. I was about to say I haven't forgotten. I clearly forgot, but now I remembered. Your javelin passes through the wyvern and lands on the ground, and a shopkeeper from across the way yells at you, like, "You! What the hell you think you're doing?"
There was a wyvern that I
Ow!
saw,
And he walks like straight through the combatants, and you see like their images just shimmer, and he says, "Don't throwing things in the middle of town square."
Well, I
He's
apologize.
my friend. And he's had too much ginger ale.
Bye.
It's okay. He's fine.
He's had too much of that hero juice that he so
We've
righteously
got
talks
him.
about.
Please don't call the guards. We've got him under control.
I thought everyone was in danger. There were wyverns. It was going to get to the knight on the griffin.
Yes, the wyverns. Thank you for keeping us safe from the wyverns.
But
Oh, that's something that the wizards of old set up as to commemorate the town. Something to do with how the town was founded or some nonsense. You know, it's all myth, but yeah, it sets off every half hour. It's kind of annoying, but you learn to ignore it. And as you watch, like the battle between these things end, and then like the figures freeze, and then kind of return to a starting position in like dramatic poses and become still as statues.
I'm gonna sheepishly go get my javelin.
You notice that it like the kids that were going down the street with the hoop, it went through the hoop and just kind of embedded it into the ground there, and the kids ran away. But you grab it and you just kind of walk away, probably whistling.
That was an amazing throw, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
Shiny
Tried
Baubles.
very hard.
Shiny Baubles, you see, is in the town square, and it is a small 2-story building that it has a very, very large sign that says Shiny Baubles, apothecary, magical items, the Oxy Twins proprietors.
It just says the Oxy Twins.
The Oxy Twins.
Yeah. Roxy and Moxie.
Exactly.
I have a question for them.
All right. You going inside?
Yeah. I think we should.
All right. So inside you find a very nice shop. You do notice that it is mostly potions and such. There are like just a handful of magical items on a table on the side. They look used. But potions of different types are prominent on the shelves, and like all the shelves are like there's a lot of windows on the wall, and the shelves are set up in front of them, and so it has this really cool effect as the sun comes through the colored liquids that it shines in these multicolored lights and really makes the shop stand out and sparkle. Behind the counter, you see a pair of conjoined twins that have they're gnomish twins that have two heads but share the same body, and they seem to be middle-aged and are kind of bickering over some ingredients that they've got back there, and one of them is like, "Oh, you've already put in the weasel tail powder. You're gonna put too much. It's gonna ruin and have some weird side effect." And the other was, "Oh, I haven't done it already. That's why I keep it right here. If I had already used it, I would have moved it over here." And the first one was like, "Oh, you always say that, but you never actually move it. You're so absent-minded." Are you going to announce your presence, or just let me argue with myself for a while? Because that was kind of fun.
I'm going to just let you argue with yourself because it has been really entertaining so far. It's definitely up there for me with the shoes. Totally up there. I'm here for it. Come on, keep arguing, Paul. Keep doing it.
Just a little more. Just some vein.
Just a little bit.
Just a little more.
Little bit. Yes, we've thrown him off.
I forgot my drink too. I'm gonna have to say that they argue more and go ahead and interrupt because
Artilicus is
Hello.
going to clear his throat.
They look up together. It's like, "Oh, welcome. That's just visitors. That's very good. My name's Moxie, and I'm Roxy. You are. This is Shiny Baubles. What can we do for you? Wait a minute. You're the adventurers."
That is us.
And
I see our reputation precedes us.
all right. And
So
oh, go ahead.
can I roll to see if Bergern has ever seen anything like this, like conjoined twins?
Sure. What do you
'Cause
want to
I imagine
roll?
This would be quite a surprise. I don't know, maybe like an intelligence. Would that be okay?
Sure.
All right.
Well, first of all, that was wisdom. That was
Okay.
not intelligence.
Oh well.
Which
Sorry.
which kind of speaks to your character's intelligence.
Yes.
But
Sorry.
wisdom, you
Clicked
rolled
on the wrong
high.
thing.
So I if you are surprised, I think you can at least stifle it.
Okay. So I guess if you accept that, I didn't mean to click on that one.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever you want.
accept that
That's fine.
It's the same +1 anyways on both those.
Oh yeah. Cool.
But Bergern has heard of this, so he's not as surprised as he. But he, I guess he still has some questions. He's still kind of in awe because he's never seen something like this before. He looks over it. Don't mean to be rude, but you have one body and two heads. That is quite impressive.
And they both at the exact same moment go, "Thank you," and curtsy, and Moxie, who seems to be a little bit more cheerful than Roxy, will say, "Don't they always say that two heads are better than one?"
But do you both get hungry?
Oh,
And
yeah.
if one of you drinks too much, does one get drunk and the other one doesn't? I have many questions for you.
that is the challenge for sure, because I don't necessarily want to eat without actually tasting the food. That's like the definition of empty calories, and so we have to switch
feel
off.
This pain.
Roxy will turn to Moxie and says, "Is that what you were telling? Is that what you were telling Grayson, that you wanted to see the heroes? Oh, be quiet. They could quite very possibly help us." It's like, oh, fine. That's you shouldn't bother them. They're on a very important mission. Oh, I understand that, but didn't they help Ryland? Ryland, I mean, like that's not like killing the monster, but they took time out of their day to help Ryland. But I
don't
guess
mean
that's
to interrupt, but did you say help?
Moxie will go, yes. Well, I thought that, since the town is trusting you with our collective safety, and because you were so helpful to Ryland, that with his, issue, that maybe you could help us as well. We have a concern that has caused us to lose quite a bit of sleep. Roxy will speak up and is like, well, that is true. If Moxie starts tossing and turning in her sleep, trust me, I cannot sleep a wink.
Artilicus turns to addresses Moxie and says, now, Roxy, of course we will help you.
Well, yes. Okay. Well, I'm Moxie. But anyways, all right. So you may have noticed we have a small selection of magical items that we get secondhand. Once a month, our wholesaler comes through and just stuff he's picked up along the way. We buy from him and sell in our shop. Now, we've been doing this for several years and it's worked out very nicely for us until an adventurer named Fergie came through the shop the other day, and Roxy will say it's been like 3 days, and Moxie was like, I said the other day. That's close enough. They don't need to know the exact number of days. And Roxy says, well, if you need to know the exact number of days, it was 3. Okay, that's fine. So Fergie recognized a pair of purple magical boots that she said belonged to an adventurer that she used to adventure with, named Magle Two-Axe, and Roxy will say his name was Nagel, not Magle. You always get those letters confused. Hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This Nagel had been discovered dead and stripped of his possessions on a road outside of Highport several months ago. And Highport was the town y'all started, and it's the big city town in the area. Anyways, we were shocked to find this out, but Fergie knew this Nagel well enough. She even found the spot in his shoes where his name was stitched in, and needless to say, Fergie said that she wanted to return the boots to Nagel's family, and so of course we let him, and Roxy says, yeah, of course we let him. We lost money on that, but it just it was sad to certainly sad to hear. Sad to hear.
Okay, Moxie.
And so the actual Moxie says, "Yeah, yes. Well, anyways, I am most concerned now that the materials we're getting are not on the up and up, if you know what I mean. If they had not been properly purchased secondhand, and such, and I'm just heartbroken about this whole thing. Of course, we wouldn't want like stolen goods in our shop or anything, especially somebody who's killed over their Jordans.
I mean, nobody wants to sell fantasy knockoff Jordans.
So I look. I mean, I know you have things to do, but could you look into this for us? And Moxie was like, they're far too busy. It's like, well, let them say it then. If they're too busy, they're too busy. It won't hurt certainly wouldn't hurt my feelings if you're too busy. Of course they're too busy, but they're heroes. They always say yes to everything, even if they're too busy.
We'll accept the task, lassies.
Well, I appreciate it. So, our wholesaler is Gerhardt Thorpe, and he should be in town probably tomorrow if his normal schedule holds. Fergie is still in town. She is staying at the Gold Door, and so if anything you could find out, we would really appreciate it.
Consider it done.
Oh, thank you so much.
Of course, Roxy.
Think that one's Moxie.
That's what I said.
I'm just happy that my voices are distinct enough that you know which one is talking. All right, so kind of one of the things with this game is it's going to throw several things at you at once, and I'm not going to say that they are that some of them are not timed, but there are going to be things that like you might run into a brick wall on a certain quest along the way. And if that happens, if you want to go to a different quest and work on it for a little bit, sometimes you are going to hit a brick wall and have to wait for something in game time to happen. And so don't feel like you need to complete a quest right away is what I'm saying. If you're running into a snag. So like right now, there's a Necromancer somewhere who's creating these zombies. There's that monster in the graveyard, and you have the magic item thing with the Oxy Twins.
So yeah, at any one moment we can stop being adventurers and become customs agents, just very briefly.
Absolutely, yes.
I like it.
All right, so
what time is it? Still fairly early in the morning?
Yeah, it's morning. Y'all were up pretty early.
That's the only way to start the day.
Wait, you sleep? Oh wow. I only know of the final sleep. That's the only sleep I know of.
Yeah, you're gonna know it sooner rather than later if you don't quit being creepy.
You call me creepy, but this is what it's like for me. The world is new and strange. You're all strange. Call me strange, but really you're all strange. Yeah.
I'm gonna lean into to Archilicus and can we tell this one point a direction and say go?
There's many different kinds of people here, and we should be accepting and protecting of them all.
Moxie's going to turn to, or Roxy's going to turn to Moxie and say, look, I told you they're much too busy. In fact, at least 3 of them are really weird. The other 2, I don't know. And Moxie was like, 3. I thought 2 were really weird, and 1 was kind of borderline. And Roxy will go, okay, well, who are you thinking about? And she leans over and whispers, and Moxie was like, oh, I'm glad we both agree on those 2 that are super weird. But what about, what about this other one? He's like, oh, well, that one I kind of like. And Roxy will say, well, the quiet one is cute. And Roxy will say, don't get any ideas. You don't even know if Gnomes is his type.
I'm going to give her a wink.
You want me to talk to him for you, ladies?
Wow,
Want me
it's
to-
middle
want me to
school
pass
all
a
over
note?
again.
They're going to pass a note. It's like, do you like me?
Yeah.
Check 1. Yes. No. All right. Is there anything else you want to ask them or do here?
Play your bagpipes. I bet they will love it.
No doubt. Most respectable people do.
So, anything else y'all want to do?
No.
No, I guess not here.
What potions do they have for sale?
Pretty much everything.
Pretty much everything, he says.
How many of them are in our price range?
I had a link for reasonable prices for stuff. All right, so potion of healing would be 50, and that would be the cheapest. Is there anything you were particularly looking for?
What about a potion of strength?
Why does it not list that?
Giant strength.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say there's like potions of various different giant strengths.
Yeah. Potion
Yeah.
of storm giant strength.
Oh man, you'd be like beefing at like 28 or something like that.
Oh, shoot, this website doesn't have that price. Let's just say it's out of your range.
Roxy, again, addressing them incorrectly. Could we have this one on credit? And I'm going to hold up the bottle of storm giant strength.
And Moxie will turn to Roxy and say, thinking that she's whispering, but not really. Isn't that the one that you mixed up the 2 ingredients? And Roxy's like, no, that wasn't it. Credit? No. How much could you put down for a down payment?
Beargrin's gonna speak up. Hey, I've got this, laddie. And Beargrin takes off his helmet. Not the first time I pawned this off. Won't it be the last time? And he sets it up on the counter.
There's no need to do that, friend.
I insist. It's gotten me out of a lot of things.
Is it magical?
It's a very sturdy dwarven helmet.
Well, we don't
And
really.
he knocks
really-
on it.
Really
Very
deal
expensive.
with. We don't really deal with non-magical items. It's not really our thing.
Well, you can pawn it off to somebody who could give you money if we don't provide the goods for you. Plus, you're going to investigate your thing for you.
Oh, that is.
You wouldn't
Did
believe
we
what
all-
those things are worth in certain circles.
We did just get paid. I mean, we could just put the gold down as a down payment.
Well, that's your gold. My gold, I can contribute 50 gold pieces.
Yes. This is probably not. Yes, this is probably out of your price range. Here, and she will give you a potion of healing, and say, "I will even give you
I
a
can-
20% discount. It's 40
Well,
gold."
It's not storm giant strength, but I'll take it. You've got yourself a deal.
Oh, very good.
Evelyn turns to you and says, "You look strong, though. Do you really need more strength?"
You can never have too much strength. And Artilicus is going to flex his comically large muscles.
Not bad, even though you don't have a beard.
Beards are for dwarves, my friend. Don't want to take that away from them.
Beards represent strength.
Anything else y'all wanted to do while we were here?
No.
Okay.
So they did not accept my helmet offer.
No.
Defeated.
I turn to you and I say,
My helmet.
that is a rather nice helmet, though.
Well, thank you. It's the envy of many. But
I can
we'll
see
where it
why.
goes.
If y'all want, let's go ahead and take a break. I need to get some water. Anyways,
Yeah,
if
sure thing.
if we're just gonna hang around here and listen to the Oxy Twins argue, then I'm definitely gonna need a drink.
That's the rest of the session.
That's the
So
rest of the
get your water.
All right. I appreciate everybody. We will be back in just a few minutes.
Hello.
All right.
Howdy.
So to kind of reset things, we haven't done a ton of rolling. We do have a couple of disadvantages and an advantage lined up in the queue. I promise. Some major fighting is down the road. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday for the rest of your life. But if you do want to add to the queue, the channel points are right below the chat box, and you can use that to add disadvantage or advantage to a roll. Like I said, we do have a few queued up, and so we'll get rolling. You come out of the shop. Jen, you cannot give yourself.
Oh, I was going to
Cheating.
say, what is
That's
this?
cheating.
This is like the equivalent of like juicing in like a sports, man. You know, any kind of sporting event. Stop juicing in the
No.
chat.
The episodes of the Rusty Speeder that are being released right now was the first time we used this feature, and I did let the players do that. And like, there's a point in the game where like they are like slowing down their sentences to let their channel points have time to climb so they can give themselves a boost die afterwards. So that was the
nice.
last time we let players do that. Oh goodness. But yeah, feel free to use that. So you are now outside the Shiny Baubles. Now around you, you are still in the town square. You do see kind of the main grocer there. The all of the stands of vegetables out front and are kind of looking a little low. But they're going on there.
Is there a strange man with cabbages? Just want to know.
No,
Love me some
Like
Avatar Last
cabbages.
Airbender.
Love it.
No. You also will see the temple to Helm there. Now, last time y'all were introduced to a priest of Zeus, Joshua the Wise. Since we have retconned this into Faerun, he is actually the priest to Helm, and you do see him outside, and he will kind of see y'all and wave as he's coming over. He is the person who has been designated to y'all for healing as needed. I wanted to continually remind you of that because last time, like right in front of him, I think Artilicus started healing other people, and it's like that's literally
he had a pool of points. Like you got to use those.
And so he will come over, and specifically to Artilicus. It's like, oh, good. I ran into you. Do you have a moment?
Of course.
If you just say the words, I understand. If you say the words "help," he will just drop what he's doing immediately and absolutely attend to whatever you need.
He will motion you kind of back along the side into there's like a covered area along the street right by the temple, and so you get down into the shade next to a bench, and he will sit down next to you, and it's like, I had the most troubling dream, and I feel like I'm supposed to give you a message of some sort. And he's like, I don't really know what it is, though.
Not a very good message, it seems like.
You suck as a messenger. You had one job. No, I'm just kidding.
And all of a sudden, he like breathes out deeply. And then he looks you in the eye, and you notice his eyes have gone completely white. And
You okay, sir?
He says in a voice that is not his own, Artilicus, I am in
Yes?
I am in need of your sword here. I am Torm, the one you call the Eye of Justice.
Yes. Torm. I'm going to draw my sword.
I didn't mean that literally at this exact moment. You do realize that, right?
I'm simply honoring you.
Your enthusiasm is great. There's something here. Something that is not right. I'm in need of a weapon to take care of this evil in this land.
I can be that weapon.
I know you can. Seek out this necromancer. You are my sword. You are my lance. And as he says that, his eyes clear up, and Joshua says, I don't know. I guess if I remember the message, I'll come get you. It's just a weird dream. It felt so real.
Oh, no. I don't think that will be necessary anymore. Thank you for your time.
Of course. Well, thank you, and good luck. If you need me, come get me.
Thank you very much. I'm going to head on back.
All right, where are you going now?
What in the blue blazes was that all about?
That was Torm.
Bear Grim has no idea what he's gotten himself into. He's like, this. I don't know how much, if this is worth 150 gold. This is a bit much.
And I chime in with a very weird story. Whenever my mother wanted to talk to me, she would hold me in the palm of her hand. Because my mother she's rather large. She has pointy ears like me.
Can I stop you for just 1 second? If you're about to get into your conception story, I'm gonna caution you that the last person that did that is no longer with us.
I thought you were gonna do a "your mom's so fat" joke.
But no, and anytime she wanted to talk, she would just pick me up in the palm of her hand and look down at me. Makes me miss home a little bit.
Well, I guess we had better be off now.
Where are you going first?
I think that we should go talk to Fergie, because we have some time to kill before the sun goes down.
Yeah, we should get Fergalicious up in this place.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a good Fergie pun, but you beat me to it.
Yeah, sorry.
And we're off.
Yeah, let's head over. Where do we find Fergie? Do we know?
Yeah, Fergie's at the Gold Door. And
Gold
so,
Door. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We're just keeping it local.
Yeah.
There are only two inns in town, one nice and one very much not nice. And so you're going back to the nice one. And
I was going to say Artilicus is just going to enter the lobby and proclaim, "We are looking for Fergie."
You are looking
Easy
for
now, partner.
You are looking for me? Whatever for? And from across the room,
Lucky.
a very, very flamboyantly dressed human female stands up, and despite the great many colors that she's wearing, you notice a very, very nice lute kind of strapped around her back, and a very impressive rapier at her hip, and she flashes you a kind of warm-hearted smile and says, "Tell me, were you looking for a song or an adventure?"
A song!
Perhaps both.
Yes, a song.
Let's see what you got.
So she begins to play, and as she plays, she says, "You've heard of the Harpers?" This is a question. This is audience participation. The Harpers.
Yes.
A rough crowd already. It's not even lunchtime yet.
To be fair, I'm new here.
And I'm just excited.
Yeah, so not many people know this. The original Harpers did not play harps at all. They played lutes. But when they walked around telling people that they were the looters, then people got the wrong idea. In any case, I've already told that joke to Rob. I appreciate you letting me finish it anyways.
Yes. Yeah, no, I figured, I've been with you on these jokes, like the dad jokes and everything. I'm like, all right, let's let Paul have his moment here. That's fine.
For a Paul joke, that was a good one.
No, and I knew exactly where he's going. I was like, oh god, he told me this joke.
She rolled a 1 on performance. Now she does have a plus on it, but it's not that big. So her B string is out of tune, and she didn't notice before she started the song. And what you're really supposed to do is stop the song and tune the B string, but she doesn't. She doesn't think you notice, but you notice, and it kind of throws off her singing as well. And so
I would like to step in and accompany her.
all right, give me performance. Your B is also out of tune.
Oh wow.
You're actually doing a great job matching her B, but it's
I
not
just thought
helping the
that's how
song.
the song went.
Bergern's rubbing
Good
his ears
job,
like this.
guys.
So she finishes up, and she kind of gives a dramatic bow to everyone, and like no one claps, and except for Artilicus.
Except for Artilicus.
Evelyn totally claps.
Artilicus claps, and Artilicus is like trying to get a standing ovation, going like, "Come on, come on!"
She flourishes
Ellie
out.
goes,
Bergern leans in and he goes,
Thank you.
Listen, I don't think that was your song. Do you know anything by the Barbarians? Or perhaps the Iron Caskets?
She very casually tunes her B string, hoping no one notices. What can I do? What can I do for you fine folks today?
Well, aside from the song, we have some questions about a certain magic item.
Certain magic item.
Yes, a magic item that you have found in the Roxy and Moxie sisters.
Yes, those crooks, those
shop,
thieves,
yes.
those murderers.
Oh wow. Strong feelings. Tell us about
Yes.
it.
Please, we would like to hear your side of the story.
Well, I must say it was several years ago when I and Nagel Tuax went out across country to seek fame, seek fortune. He was a strong brute, that one was, and loads of fun. Could hold his ale better than anyone. We would just champion anybody who needed help, and we'd go to the bar, he'd drink, and I would sing about it. And must say, we made quite a name for ourselves back then. We parted ways, not on bad terms at all. But the fact is, his people were in need of some help, but I had commitments elsewhere. So we had always planned to reunite it one day, and I don't know, it was maybe 6 months ago when I heard about his murder. He was traveling with a young fighter. I don't know, probably 19. I never knew the kid. They were killed in their sleep. I think I know Nagel never fell asleep during a watch. I bet it was that young one, but I must say that when I was 19, I had done the same. All their gear was stolen, and well, imagine my surprise when I came here, and I always made fun of him for those boots. I made fun of him because everything else he wore was like nature colors, mostly browns and like a little bit of green, nothing so not like me. No. We were quite a pair, the two of us. But when I saw those boots, I recognized it immediately, and just look inside. He always labeled his things, especially his magical items. and found his name there. And I knew what had happened. The Oxy Twins said that they had bought it off of someone else. And I doubt they're the ones that did the job, of course. I don't I perhaps should not go around calling them murderers or anything, but you know, there's quite the black market for magical items, and most of the things in that market were taking off corpses. And some of them were not killed honestly, you know, and battle the way all of us hope to go one day, you know?
Yes.
Deepest
valiantly.
sympathies for your loss, lassie.
Well, thank you there.
Do you have any theories on who might have been the culprit?
I don't know. They say they got it off of their wholesaler, Gerhardt Thorpe. I figure I'll wait around a few days and ask him myself. And in the meantime, I took the boots. I plan to return it to his family. I visited them not 2 months ago. They've had a rough time with it. They, you know, everybody knows it's very, very possible for their adventuring children might kick it before anybody else does, but you're never prepared for it. Never prepared. And so perhaps getting his boots back will bring them a little bit of peace. And if I could find out who killed him, well, that would be all the better, wouldn't it?
Perhaps we can help you out. This Gerhardt. Where do you know where this person might be?
At the moment, I don't know. He is he's a traveling trader, and as I understand it from the Oxys, he travels throughout this realm, town to town, makes his way here about once a month. He's due in. They say probably tomorrow. I don't know. It could be the next day, but so I don't know what leg of the journey is before this one or anything like that, and so I am very content to wait here.
Do you have you met anyone who works for these black markets?
Oh, but on the sales side, plenty. I try to. I stay away from. I try to find out the story of the items I purchase, but who knows if those stories are real or not?
Can I roll an insight check?
Sure.
I just want to see if she's being truthful about that. 15.
Okay. You don't think like she's involved in anything. You think that she probably worries that something she's carrying had been stolen from somebody or somebody was murdered over it.
Okay.
But it you do not think that it was done intentionally.
Okay.
Yeah, it's and y'all will have heard stories about people being killed for their inventory. It doesn't happen ridiculously often, but it happens.
If it's like, since we're in Faerun, are we talking like Zentarum kind of agents?
Yeah, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
All right. So, did you visit the twins and just decide to get involved? What did they say about it?
Well, they argued with themselves for a bit on whether to even ask us for our help. But Artilicus here is... In fact, I don't think his name is really Artilicus. I think it's really Help. His name is Help.
Answers to it a lot.
Yes, they needed some help, and I offered to help.
Well, I've always said there are 2 magic words in the adventuring trade. The first one is help, but it must be followed by the second magic word, which is gold.
Oh, I thought you were going to say help again.
Well, if they've asked for help, maybe I've misjudged them.
Yes, lassie. They suspected their goods are coming from a non-reliable source, and your story seems to match up to theirs. So, any information we can get to help us pinpoint where this foul play is happening will be quite useful for all parties involved.
Well, very good. Well, from the way they said it, I wouldn't expect Gerhardt in today. Tomorrow is a different tale. So, where are y'all staying? Are you staying here?
We are.
Okay, well, if you think of anything, in the meantime, I'll be here. But otherwise, I have heard that Gerhardt has a bodyguard, and while I've dealt with thugs before, I wouldn't mind some backup.
You mean some help?
No magic words from me. I'm the one who accepts the magic words, not gives them out.
I think we could help someone, a fellow adventurer, don't you? Artilicus kind of turns to the rest of the group.
We you all do look rather imposing, so I think yes.
Aye, you have me sword. If anything should go busy.
And you have my sickle.
Waiting for it. I served that one up on a silver platter.
Maybe next time I will pick a character who isn't just not even in this realm at all. I'll work on that. As we tune in next time for my next character. No, I'm just kidding.
Fergie will.
This is the game. What does Rob do each session to make Paul kick his character out?
I figured just being weird is as innocent as I can get with it, so I'll just keep pushing my luck.
Fergie will point to Sigurd and say, "Bagpipes. I feel bad about the last song, but I'm tuned now. Shall we try it again?"
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh, perhaps not. I'm getting a little tired.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And looks for the door.
Go ahead and roll performance. Holy smokes. So, Fergie rolled a 19.
Oh,
I am going to use my bardic inspiration on her to give her an additional 1d6.
She rolled a...
She doesn't accept it.
Okay. So she rolled in rolling a 23. You rolled a 6. So
I am just
That
awed
was a
by
nat
her
one.
fantastic performance that I just kind of forget what I'm
It
doing.
was.
she keeps as she's singing, she keeps in between lines, she whispers to you. It was like, "No, we're in the second verse."
Y'all are, in fact, singing 2 different songs.
All right.
Adlin's
sounds like
enjoying
a
it,
dying
though.
cat.
Adlin's enjoying it.
Artilicus enjoys it.
Avalon's like
Beargrin's
kind of
gonna look for
standing
another beer.
back.
Artilicus, we need help.
Well, I don't know how to play at all.
No, you need to fetch a round of beers for everyone.
Oh,
Alright, now you're talking. I need something to get me off this here
that
noise.
I can do. Artilicus goes to the bar and he says, "A round of ginger beers for my friends."
Nice. They give you beer, and
They're not down with your straight edge lifestyle. Sorry.
they know. They know. All right.
How much is that?
Cheers, friend.
You have drink coupons.
Oh, that's right.
We got coupons, man.
Coupons.
Gotta use them.
I know I've got these coupons in here somewhere. Artilicus is definitely holding up the line. And
digging
I
through
would
that
also
wallet.
like to make it canon that he's got a belt pouch that is more fanny pack than belt pouch that he is going through for his drink coupons right now.
Nice. Yes. Okay. Well, it's probably a little early for lunch, but if you want to grab a bite to eat, and
Oh, I
Anything
forgot
else?
to pull up a menu from somewhere local.
Oh, here we go. We're crossing over. Crossing over again. Folding worlds.
they have their specialty is pork chop sandwiches, and they actually
Is there a fantasy Whataburger here?
fantasy Whataburger.
Like,
I would like a patty melt, please.
I'm sorry, I can't look at the menu. I don't live close enough to one.
I don't live near here. Yeah. I would like a patty melt and some onion rings and some spicy ketchup.
Okay, done. What are y'all doing now?
Eating a patty melt, apparently.
I
So
observe
we have-
everybody just to see what they do. Like,
Artilicus
Taking
would
it on.
also like a patty melt.
They're really good.
Sounds very good. I don't
They're really
know what a
good.
patty melt is, but it sounds good.
It's great.
y'all got any like wolf steaks? Just to like keep it on theme here. Maybe some beet soup.
That sounds awful.
No one in Barovia likes the beets. No one. I never saw anyone in Barovia eat beets except Danica.
Or do we have beefits in this world?
Wow. Y'all putting them all in there.
You gotta. Sometimes you gotta poke to see what you have available.
There's some fish that's imported from Dugan's Hole, and we're with the trifecta. We're done.
Sweet. Give me some of that knucklehead trout. I'll take it.
Where should we go? After lunch,
So-
of course.
So everything that we have to do is later. Is the
Right.
graveyard
Something to do
there's
at
Pretty
people at
much.
the graveyard at night, and then there's the dude who's not going to be there till the next day. Can we ask around about the Gerhardt Thorpe to see maybe his approximate time of arrival, if anybody else knows? Maybe the bartenders heard something.
You can ask. Now, let me see. Let me check something real quick. I think he stays in the other one. Yeah, he stays at Wild Boar.
Of course he does.
And so,
Your red flag right there.
yeah, Grayson does not know him.
Some point, I would like to slip away from the rest of the group.
Okay.
I want to make contact with my criminal buddy my background gives me a criminal contact. A reliable and trustworthy contact. I can reach over great distances. But I want to find out if they can provide me with any information on this guy. I suspect it'll be a while before I get any message back, but want to put out feelers.
Okay.
I think we should stake out the graveyard earlier rather than later to see if we can catch him coming back or see if we can see anything, because I want to make sure we beat them back.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. I'll be just right at home near the graveyard anyway.
Could be the same person. You don't know.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go check out the graveyard. See if we can find any clues.
Set up a perimeter.
Yeah, see if we can hide
And if we need to camp out,
Okay.
we can camp out.
All right. So we're gonna go over to the graveyard then, and you it looks very different in the light of day. You know, you remember seeing like the silhouette of those wagons underneath the tree, and it was just so dark, and it was like, you know, you could just kind of make out the shadows of people, but now it's like really bright, and you see like the road underneath that tree going farther into the graveyard. You're not hearing the you know, like the repeated bangs and sounds in the distance right now. It's very, very quiet. You get the feeling approaching, in fact, that there's like an eerie silence to it, that, you know, even in the darkness last night, you were hearing things. There were things going on. You were talking to the people. You were hearing that monster in the background. Now there's nothing. And yeah, you can now see the actual length of the graveyard where you couldn't last night. And in the distance, it seems pretty torn up, and just kind of dirt everywhere on the far end.
There's no like creatures or anything around.
Yeah,
Like,
actually,
that kind of absent.
I wanted to use Eyes of the Grave just to see if there's any undead within 60 feet of me.
Okay.
Like right near the gate, as close to it as we can get, because I mean, we're not stepping foot inside of it right now, right? So
Right. Okay. So, Artilicus, go ahead and roll me a perception to look. As far as undead near you, you don't sense anything. Artilicus rolled an 8. No, you don't see any monster. As you remember, this thing was pretty huge, and you do not see it anywhere.
I would like to, just as a test, step across the perimeter and just see if anything happens.
Okay. You step across, and you remember last night when you stepped across into the graveyard, there was a sudden silence as the monster stopped doing the things he was doing and took notice of you. Now there's that same silence, but there was silence before, and so nothing has changed. But just for a brief moment, you feel like you can hear your heart pounding as you cross over. Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Yeah,
21.
that's a good roll.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you step onto the roadway, that the kind of the entrance going in, and you're looking and you see no monster, no anything. You do, with the 21, you kind of look down and you realize that, it's been a little damp lately, and you see the ruts made from wagon wheels on the road leaving the graveyard.
How far can I follow them? I'd like to follow them as far as I'm able to.
Inside or outside?
Outside, because we think that they left.
Yeah, you can't see. There's no wagons inside that you can see,
Right.
and you can see the whole graveyard. So
right, and we know that they were there last night and that they're gone now, and so I want to follow it out to see if I can see where they went.
okay, all right. So let me see if this will work. All right. So you are, if you look at the map, you're right, kind of right here, and the wheels go this way, and then you see them cut north, out of town.
Do they
I
follow
will.
the path. Do the tracks stay on the path, or do they veer off of it
They stay on the path.
on the path?
I want to point this out to everybody and see how far down the path and keep going and keep following it.
I concur.
Yeah.
I should have given you. James Frim, I am sorry. I can keep not giving them disadvantage. Y'all remind me to give your disadvantage. What's wrong with you people?
We're trying to survive in a harsh world here. Damn it.
Okay, so this road heads out of the main town toward like the farmland up north. You would well, as far as like since y'all are from this area, you would kind of figure that this was a kind of a farm to market road that that would bring in animals and crops to the market for sale. So the trail keeps going. If you want to follow it, you can, but it probably goes a ways.
Yeah. But we can't know for sure if this is our culprit.
Right.
No, but it was somebody that was in the graveyard, and no one could get in the graveyard because of the monster. And we know that we know that there was a wagon in there with the shady people.
Yeah,
we were talking to.
You do know that as far as wagons go, only the shady people have been in the graveyard for quite some time. Okay. Soldiers have gone in there and died, but as far as wagons go, it has only been them.
Yeah,
well,
I think we.
So
then we follow.
I guess
I think so.
the question here is like when the soldiers went in, were those folks still in there? Like, was their wagon still in there? Because like it seems like they're the ones that are behind it.
Can we tell how fresh these tracks are?
Yeah, give me what, survival?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably be.
That's good. Thank you so much for the raid.
Sweet.
We're getting to the good part right now. They found tracks of the bad guys.
Yeah.
Survival 18. All right, so yeah, you can tell because you you are aware that like the last good rain was just a couple of days ago, and that's probably and it's been a little crowded, been a little drizzly lately, and so any prior tracks would have washed away. These are really fresh. These are probably today fresh.
You say we follow them.
I agree. This is our best lead.
Yep.
Okay.
We
Onward.
might be able to catch them off
So-
guard.
All right. Just to give you a heads up, this is as I say, a farm to market road. They have wagons and horses. If you want to go get horses, what's her name? Gabrielle Gabrielle will provide you horses.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
do
let's
that.
get some.
Okay.
This will be my first ride on a horse. Woo!
be careful, don't spook the poor animal.
Evelyn like gets on like the wrong way, and it's like I don't
Yes.
understand where are the
I'm
reins.
backward. Well, facing the right way. Oh, I see
Elf?
that you're
thought
all
y'all
the
were
other.
born on horseback.
No, I think that was the last guy.
All right, so Gabriella will
Nice.
will kind of be excited about this information and certainly loan you horses. So you are on your way.
What is my horse's name?
I don't know. What do you want it to be named?
Is it a female or
Why
a
did
male?
I not predict this?
Listen,
Ran
I try to instill in you.
No.
I tried to instill in you
Horse
with
name
crop. Be
generator.
prepared.
Color is my horse.
Color is your horse. All right.
Mhm.
Anybody else want a horse name?
No, my horse is gonna be no name because I've been on the desert. I've been in the desert on a horse with no name. Felt
I knew
good to
that
be out
was
on the
coming.
range. Yeah, so my horse's name is no name.
You don't give horses names. It makes it tougher to eat them when you get attached to them.
I am not eating this horse.
Can you even get on that thing?
Okay, Jen. You know what? In rolling through the realms, you ate dwarf in front of me. A dwarf.
I did do this. This happened. Yes.
At least,
And you
at
have
least,
a problem with eating horses?
at least Bozera could step out of the room and eat it. I mean, she could be respectful.
Well, I have a great joke about a horse if anybody wants to hear it.
Oh, I want to hear it.
Kidding, I
I
don't.
want to hear it.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Why don't you see horses hiding in trees?
Now, Ellie, is yours a full size, or you have a pony?
I probably have a pony. I'm little.
Pony named Color. Nice.
I'm going to call
Is it-
my horse Courage because that is what it represents.
I believe your horse needs some help.
That's what I'm here to do.
All right, y'all are on your way down the road, and so very very soon, the as you're getting into more rural areas, the tracks kind of just start blending in with the kind of the randomness of the road, and so you're not totally sure what that you're on the right track or not. After nearly an hour's ride, you see a cart in front of you, and a lone man, kind of a potbelly middle-aged guy, the big, wide straw hat, is leading it, and it's kind of an old, worn donkey coming down the road the other way. What do you do?
And
At the very least, we maybe. I was gonna say, at the very least, ask him if he'd seen a carriage.
Oh, about I don't know, past some not a mile up the road.
Do I recognize either him or his voice?
Roll perception. With a 9, no, you do not.
What is your name?
Oh, Gus Latimer.
Gus, what business do you have in Darwich?
Yeah. Vegetables. You look at his cart, and there's a bunch of vegetables.
Nice. Well, we just want. I don't know when the last time you visited Darwich was, but there have been some shady characters about. So please be careful. And if you see anything suspicious, please let Gabriella or the mayor know.
I appreciate it. And he'll be on his way.
Take care, sir.
I was gonna say, our telecast was very silent during that. I was caught off guard.
We have an
That's fair.
important business to do.
That's fair. Onward.
Maybe he needed something.
All right.
Can I see if Beargurn gets a good vibe from this guy?
Are you referring to yourself in the good third person?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Like an
Go for it. Give me an insight.
do an insight. All right. Do it.
Mm.
Nah.
No, y'all are not doing great on the rolls today.
We really are not. Like looking through the chat, they're mostly single-digit numbers.
Yeah, I was gonna give you disadvantage on that, but yeah, you're fine with Gus.
Okay.
All right, so you keep going down the road, and as you kind of round this bend around small copse of trees, you see down the road three carts kind of off to the side of the road a little bit, and the about 6 men they seem like they've just been taking a little nap underneath some trees, and they're getting back into the cart to head off, going in the same direction you are.
I think we should hang back, so as not to pass them on the road. Keep our distance.
See what they're doing, or just see them shuffling about, or?
Yeah, they're getting on onto the wagons now, and kind of about to start to get on their way. You see them like stretching and yawning. You've lost the tracks along the way. The roads just hasn't been solid enough to keep them distinct.
Do I recognize any of those people or their wagons?
Go ahead and roll perception, but you never actually saw them. You only saw them in silhouette.
Okay. I'll still try to roll and see what I get.
Okay. I was gonna say roll disadvantage, and we'll use up one of your disadvantages there, but it was a 6. So,
Okay. I think we should hang back and see. I don't want to pass them, because if these are the people, we don't want them behind us. We don't know that it's the people, so I just want to stay behind them. Just watch them.
Mm.
The eyes of justice.
all right. So, why don't y'all roll me stealth, just to see if you're noticed.
All of us.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a natural 20. Ah!
Gosh, I feel
Nice.
bad about doing this, but you had a disadvantage loaded up.
Oh, damn it.
Ooh.
All right.
But we have 2, and I've used 1, so
Yeah,
only
so
one
that's
of
the
us
last
has
one,
to have
yeah.
disadvantage.
Holy smokes,
All
y'all are
right.
just killing it with these rolls.
For these ones, you
Why did
want me
that
to roll it again?
twice?
Yeah, so what I'm looking at is if at least 3 of you beat their perception, then you'll pass it. And so
Okay. Do we all have disadvantage?
no, only Evelyn, because
All right.
Evelyn was
Oh.
the first to roll. So
I-
go ahead.
Oh no, I rolled
have
before him.
I do have disadvantage.
Well, I got a 21
Full
anyway, so it
disclosure.
doesn't matter. 21 or
Yeah,
natural
Me
20.
too. Because the armor I'm wearing chainmail. That's why I got
And
disadvantage.
I'm wearing chainmail as well, so I actually have an 8, not a 21.
Okay. All right. Still we had Ellie, Sigurd, and Evelyn pass, and so you are not noticed.
Ooh,
All right. So the
saved y'all's loud asses.
I'm just
Ready for a
imagining
fight.
like the 3 of y'all just hiding behind trees, and Artilicus is going, why are you doing that? You know?
Why are you hiding behind that tree? The evil is out there.
Tempted to play a bardic inspiration stealth song.
So you come up to a farm. You're coming from the south side of this farm. The carriages turn off the road here and up toward the building, and you notice that there's like a large large pasture land right up front. There's no animals in there.
Seems like a front.
They didn't see us the whole time, right? Like we
No,
could
yeah. You
come to a stop and
right.
Okay.
Yeah, I imagine like you're hiding in these trees here, and you see them roll up the path toward the house here.
Perhaps some of the sneakier types should investigate
Yeah.
closer.
What I would like to do is
I
kind
concur.
of watch them. If they go inside or something, I'd like to search their wagons.
Mm.
Seems like a good idea.
All right. Okay. So, Ellie, are you gonna go alone?
Well, I'm going. That's up to anyone else if they want to come.
So, how is everybody on time wise? It's getting close to 11 here. We have we can either have a stopping part very soon or reasonably soon. Reasonably soon would be probably about 20 minutes. very soon would be in the next couple of minutes. So y'all tell me what you'd prefer, and we'll do it.
I'm good to stay.
Yeah, I'm good for
Everyone else
another
fine for me.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
I could go 20.
Okay. All right. So, Ellie, go ahead and roll me stealth. Holy smokes!
2 nat 20s.
Yes. Give
Or
that
one of
one
those disadvantages.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Drop
So
that mic.
So for that, you get up to the cart, and you notice that there are a couple of like sheep carcasses on the top, and that seems strange to you. Why are they bringing sheep carcasses to the farm? You know, they should be bringing that to
Yeah.
the market, and so you peek underneath the tarp, and there are just numerous dead human bodies there.
Mm.
As we suspected. Do I see any signs of the runic stick
No.
that we saw? Okay, nothing like that.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Take your tiny little gnome hands and pick up a head, and you're like looking
just,
at it
like,
very
poking
closely.
around. Okay. I'll head back into the trees, and yep. They got a bunch of dead bodies in there. No runic sticks though.
Are the bodies like relatively fresh, or did they grave rob them or something?
They definitely grave robbed them. Now they're not very, very old. These seem to be bodies that have been buried in the last few months, not years. And so like there's no skeletons there. There's flesh on all of them.
Okay, so I would assume at that point then these folks are just using them to make more undead. At this point, fresher the better.
Yeah, I don't know who these people are. I don't know if the necromancer is here, but I know they know where the necromancer is, or I suspect they do.
Mm-hmm.
I say let's follow them.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Y'all go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Is it normal now?
Yeah, everything's normal.
Okay.
All right. Y'all pretty much all seeing that there's like this, on the top of the house, you see this unmoving black object. Are y'all getting closer to the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you like describe this black object a little bit, or
Yeah.
As you're getting closer, you think it's the body of a dog.
oh,
All right, I have problems with these people now.
Now, as you get to this is like an old-fashioned 2-story farmhouse, and it's it's an old house. It's not in great shape. It was it had been painted yellow, but it's peeling a little bit. The front door is ajar, and it's hanging by only one hinge, and you smell from the house the faint odor of death, and the only sound you hear right now is this wind chime just tinkling in the breeze from alongside the house. But this unsettling quietness is interrupted by the distinct sound of a crying baby coming from inside the house. But the crying stops suddenly.
Just draws a sword.
I want to creep as close as I can to the window where if I can find a window closest to where I think the baby sound is coming from.
Okay. All
And
right.
peek in.
All right. So inside, you see this farmhouse has just been completely ransacked. And go ahead and give me a perception roll to see how much you see. With the 21, you can you see in this room, and it's like the furniture has been smashed to pieces. There are holes in the interior walls big enough to actually lead a horse through them. You see through one of these holes into another room where there's blood splattered on the wall.
Are the people that we were following in the house at all?
Not that you see.
Did they go into that house?
They went into the house. You do not see them right now.
Okay. How many were there?
There were 6.
6. Okay. You guys, I mean, we're going to have to confront these people. This is a problem.
I would also like to use Eyes of the Grave again to see if there's any undead within the house. Like,
okay. Let me just check what's in radius here.
mm-hmm.
This is nice payback for every time Crethin uses that thing that irritates Jeff.
Yeah, because then you gotta look it up.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, what's the radius? Okay, what's actually around here? Okay, do I of course I need to like at least pretend to look. So you always wonder. It's like, oh, maybe it's right outside of range.
I rolled a natural, like Rob Christofferson rolled a high insight check to see through your stuff right now, so we're good. You know, we're on even keel right now.
What is the actual radius of it?
60 feet.
Okay, and yes, there is undead from inside.
I alert my party members to the fact that there are undead creatures inside.
We are definitely outnumbered.
Does it tell you how
That
many,
wasn't
or
a young one, then.
just that?
Well, I don't need to know how many to know that we're going to be outnumbered.
You know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected from divination magic until the end of your next turn.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you. Well, I already said there was undead, but it would be total cover, so you don't know exactly where it is.
Okay, gotcha. There's undead. I don't know how many, but there's some dead stuff walking around.
We should.
I don't like that.
Re-dead.
Yes.
Let's re-dead them.
If it wasn't for the child that I heard, I'd say I'd burn this whole place down to the ground. This abomination.
Yeah. There could be other innocents in there, too.
Let's kick in the door and rescue.
Is there even a door to kick in?
There's a door. It's on one hinge and it's open.
Yeah, that's right.
So kicking it in should be pretty easy.
It was a metaphorical door that we'll be kicking in.
I'll fix it for you so that you can kick it in if you want.
Beargurn draws his sword as well.
Yeah, I'm drawing my...
Me first!
If Beargurn's running in, Artilicus is running after him.
Yes.
All right, let me get y'all on the map here. So you should see a map, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Holy smoke! Why are you
Wow.
so
It looks
big?
awfully mighty right
on my
there.
What the heck?
I didn't realize that Artilicus was the size. We're all the size of dragons. Awesome.
Nice.
They're going taking up the whole room. It's completely inappropriate for Ellie.
Biggest gnome you've ever seen.
Okay. All right. So again, what you see here is just everything is kind of just crushed, and there are just these holes in the wall, and it looks, I mean, it looks horrible around here, and there's blood on the floor. You see in the next room blood splattered on the wall. Adhesive would be a pretty good horse name. Oh wow. Good job, Brave. And so you you are recognizing like this place is not like really incredibly well made, and the you know, as you like step in, you like hear the floor start to creak, and so you try to stop and step as lightly as possible, unless you're going for, you know, the less subtle, more Razah.
I'm willing to roll stealth if Artilicus is.
I would like to be sneaky.
Yes.
I think Artilicus and I are running in to
to save the
Fight.
child.
yes.
Okay. I mean, if that's what you're gonna do, that's fine.
Artilicus can stop. Artilicus can, if we want to sneak up. Artilicus is not good for sneaking. But you just say the word, and he will smash it.
Okay, there's
So
there's a Sorry, there's stairway here. There's a door on this side. There's a door over here.
Where did we hear the
Alright.
crying from?
Yeah.
You heard it inside, but it was fairly muffled, and you're not sure exactly where.
We couldn't tell, like upstairs, downstairs, kind of thing.
Do you? Yeah. I mean, you can do perception. You can do investigation around here.
I want to do perception to see if I can figure out which direction the child might be. If I can hear the baby crying.
Okay.
7.
No.
Okay.
I also
Well, in
like
that
that.
case,
To search. I heard a 20 though.
Nice.
Okay. With the 20, you're not really getting a really good indication of where anything might be. You do notice right by what kind of let's see, it'd be like over in this corner. You notice that there's like a rock there, and it's like it doesn't really seem to fit the area. You know, everything else in here is like broken furniture and shelves and stuff like that.
They must have thrown the rock through the window here and broke it. I am going to go pick up that rock. Is there anything odd about this?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Oh shit.
Oh, no.
Speaking of rolls, I just make y'all do for no reason.
No, 6.
No, it looks perfectly normal.
6.
I would like to open one of the doors.
Okay, which one?
This one on this side,
Yeah.
Over by the rock.
over by the rock.
Okay. So you see kind of the living area. Again, like everything is broken. The stone fireplace is cracked, and it's just there's just like debris from everything everywhere around here.
Are there any more doors
Yeah.
out of the living room?
Yeah. Here and back here.
Okay, I will go through the this one.
Okay. So this was a bedroom, and you see like the remains of a bed there, as well as a chest.
Is the chest unlocked?
Probably a clothing. Wait, let me finish my description.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I just see things that I can loot, and I get excited.
I just want to say that is a nice looking quilt right there.
It's gorgeous quilt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably got blood on it though.
And
Yeah, probably.
and so let's see, you're over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, this is probably like a clothing chest right at the foot of the bed, and it seems to be intact. You don't visually see a lock or anything on it. You do see over in the corner over here that there's a large shape that is covered by a sheet that is well taller than you and well more round than you.
I would like to poke the sheet and quickly step back.
Okay. So as you poke the sheet, you hear a groan from beneath it, and it seems to just kind of wobble a little bit until all of a sudden you see these massive hand-like things underneath raise up and jerk the sheet off, and you see a monstrous undead ogre.
Oh God!
That
Found it! I found it! The undead! I found it!
It is covered in these plate mail armor, and on his hands, these like giant anvils have been bolted onto the armor. And let's get initiative up. Hold on, let me clear the thing first.
Whoops. Sorry.
Did none of y'all highlight a thing?
I can't.
I can't.
I tried to move
Yeah.
mine
really?
earlier and
I
I
can't
can't
select
do
any
it.
tokens.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. Okay.
kept it from us. Yeah, combat.
All right, I'm fixing that real quick. Sorry about that. Oh, this does not want to work right now. Okay. All right. Ellie, can you move?
Yes.
Okay. I actually should have everybody done except Beargurn. I'm working on Beargurn right now.
Wait.
Haha.
All right.
Wait. Nope, it's not a 2. It's a 3. Or 20.
Okay, Beargurn, you already put yours on there. Good.
Ah.
Okay.
It's over here in this corner.
Hmm. This thing has anvils for hands.
Ellie, what was yours?
21.
Oh my god, it does have handfuls for hands.
I see Avalon's. Okay. I don't know why it's straining so much on this. Okay. Evelyn, you're up.
I'm going to, hearing all this, run into the room. And I'm going to get a little close. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Ellie.
Okay.
And that's going to boost your AC by 2.
Sweet.
And then for my action, I am going to take out my sickle, and I am going to I'm essentially casting a spell, but I need to make a melee weapon attack. I'm going to use Necrotic Siphon. So,
Oh yeah.
as part of the action used to cast a spell, you must make a melee attack with a weapon against one creature within the spell's range. Otherwise, the spell fails. On a hit, the target suffers the attack's normal effects, and shadowy wisps enshroud the target until the start of your next turn. If the target willingly makes a melee weapon attack against any other creature during the spell's duration, the target of the spell takes 1d4 necrotic damage, and the creature being attacked by this target gains 1d4 temporary hit points. as the tendrils of dark energy transfer life essence from one to another,
Nice.
and then the spell ends. So
And we have advantage
Yes.
loaded up. And we'll just give another advantage so the next one will be advantage too. But go ahead and take advantage on your roll.
okay.
Wait.
All right. So let's make this melee weapon attack. Bam.
So with advantage, it's a
16.
16, and it is going to miss.
Ah, damn it.
Damn.
Well, the nice thing is that Necrotic Siphon is a cantrip, so.
Nice.
But we gave it a shot. That is going to be it for my turn.
Okay, Ellie.
All right, I'm going to use my cunning action to try to hide under the bed.
All right. Oh yeah.
And then I will, from under the bed, pull out my short bow and aim and try to get it and see if I can attempt a sneak attack.
Okay, yeah, go for it. And do you normally have it? You don't need advantage. That will hit.
Yes. And so 6.
Okay. Get your points. Okay. All right. Artelicus.
I'm going to stay under the bed. I'm not moving.
So I assume I hear what's going on.
Oh yeah.
How sturdy are the walls where I'm at? You've described things as kind of in
Are you about to
disrepair.
bust through the walls?
Kool-Aid Man has shown up.
Kool-Aid Man.
Like the Kool-Aid Man had.
Oh yeah.
You wanna do perception roll?
Yeah. Perception. Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay, if you want to burn, we do have an advantage on deck. If you want to burn it now.
I'm not going to waste an advantage.
I thought I'd tempt you.
On
Fully
something.
expected
So
you
yeah,
to, though.
you think the walls are very sturdy. Nothing, everything's fine.
Artilicus,
You are the dog in the burning building. This is fine.
hearing
It's fine. Everything's
is
fine.
hearing
This is fine. Yeah.
hearing necrotic siphon go off, Artilicus perks up and says, I have that too. And he's gonna try for it, and I'm gonna try and burst through this wall. Like I'm like a happy dog. that is just like I heard another dog. And I'm gonna freak out.
Here, boy. Come here, boy.
All right, give me.
Come here, boy.
Give me strength.
17.
Nice.
Yeah, you blow through it surprisingly well, and you note as you're kind of pushing debris through the way that like the whole house shudders at this. It's a little disconcerting. And
You made the house angry.
you made the house angry. So you are through the wall, and so
And I'm gonna attack it. I don't think an 11 hits.
you want to burn that advantage?
Advantage.
Yeah, I think
Darn.
that's probably the time to burn that advantage. 13?
No.
No, I missed with the 16, so
All right. Sigurd.
Hearing the commotion, I will round the corner, quickly size up the situation, and yell at the thing, your nose itches and you have anvils for hands, as I cast vicious mockery on it.
Yes. Perfect.
Okay, so it needs a wisdom save.
14 is the DC.
Not gonna imagine its wisdom is all that great. It is not. Let's see what he does.
So it'll
Could
take
fail.
one. It'll take one whole psychic damage, but get disadvantage on its next attack.
Yes.
Okay. It is not immune to psychic damage, which surprised me a little bit. Okay. It is going. It is going to run. Basically this way.
Oh, we've scared it.
And so it revs up and starts charging, swinging its hands around, and so this will be at disadvantage.
Does it have engines on the back of its legs like Ida?
Yes.
I am pretty sure that it's going with that roll. It's going to miss Avlin. It's coming at Sigurd, and with that roll, it's going to miss too. But it essentially, what it's doing is it's running this way, and it plows through this wall, and again the house just shakes, and you hear commotion upstairs as the house is being rocked, and this wall just comes apart under the force of this undead ogre.
It was low-bearing.
As it went by me, do I get an opportunity attack on it?
Sure, yeah, you can take one.
All right.
There's another advantage.
Yeah, and Sigurd, you can take one as well. Yeah, and there's an advantage on the roll.
All right.
Nice.
Bam.
All right, that will hit. Yeah, for sure. The 19 will hit as well.
Okay.
Oh, very nice. Okay. All right, Bergern.
All right, Beargurn's gonna two-hand his Buster Sword. He's gonna throw it on the back of his shoulder, and he's gonna shout, your hammer's bigger than your anvil." And he's gonna take a swing with his sword, which would be attack 20.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
All right, and 2d6.
Ignore that roll. That was
Yeah,
me.
Artilicus, are you just rolling things?
Oh.
Yeah, I think he is.
What the heck?
So I'm also gonna use one of my other abilities. It's called Action Surge. I get an additional action. I can use that to
Nice.
attack, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm going to swing at him again. And
15,
I don't think that hits.
15, that's not going to hit, no.
Okay. So I'm happy with 12 damage though.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Evelyn.
that's good. That's a beefy hit. I'm going to move swiftly, and seeing that my sickle is not having the best time with it, I'm going to reach out and touch it, and I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds.
Nice.
21.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
14.
Nice.
Very nice.
Inflict Wounds does 3d10, so I like that spell.
That's a good
Nice.
spell. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Ellie, you're up.
Okay, I
And
will crawl out of the bed.
By up, I mean on the floor.
I will crawl out of the bed. There's a hole in this wall, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
There's a couple.
Okay. There it is. One is Artilicus shaped. I will come out from under the bed and I will stab him. Attempt to stab him. There we go.
We got another
I
advantage.
got
Yeah.
another-
Oh,
Hey.
18.
That'll hit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, 18 hits.
Do I get to take sneak attack since we've got all these enemies
Yep.
around him?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. So 11.
Very nice.
Hells yeah.
Very nice.
Heck yeah.
All right.
I love how Wilkes says nothing in the chat, but just keeps giving us advantage.
Yeah, I know. Artilicus. Now is the time to roll, Jeff. Not Earl, not during other people's turns. You're so impatient. This is a team sport.
I was queuing up my turn, and I wanted to know what the thing did. And when I clicked it, I saw my little dice roll across the screen, and I said under my breath, "No, no, no, no!" Like I knew it was happening.
Wait, stand by. I'm gonna cast False Life before you can do anything.
Do I know what this ogre like? Can I get a feeling for what this ogre is going to do next? Like, does he look like he's going to charge again, or is he just like going to sit there and start swinging?
He give me perception.
Perception. Oh, great, a 4.
Mm.
No, you're not aware of an ogre.
You don't even know it's there.
Yeah,
It's gone.
It's gone.
Huzzah!
I invested the champion. No, I'm going to. I'm going. I'm going to cast command on it. And I am going to first address it and call it an evil fiend, an evil abomination. And then I'm going to command it to grovel and get down prone. Command it to lay down on the ground.
Can you do that?
Yeah, command. I speak one word command to a creature you can see within range. Must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn.
Wow.
The spell has no effect if the target is undead. Oh.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
You know, last time you cast the spell without reading it first too.
Okay.
No,
Can I retcon my
you can
command?
yeah, totally.
I'm going to cast Toll of the Dead on it then.
Yeah, that's a fun spell.
I'm going to point at it and say something to the effect of the bell tolls for thee and have then there's a dolorous, the sound of a dolorous bell fills the air around it, and it takes 1d12 damage because it is missing some of its hit points.
Yep.
So it takes 6 damage.
Nice. Okay.
And then I am going to use my movement to charge up, to kind of like rush up to join into the fray.
All right. Okay. All right. Sigurd, what are you gonna do?
Once again, I'm going to call out to it and say, Artilicus is a much better Kool-Aid man than you. And vicious mockery again.
It does not make that. It is not happy with itself.
It is viciously mocked.
It is self-esteem is in the toilet. I hope you're happy.
Exactly what I'm going for.
He starts therapy next week.
Right. It did not like that. It did not like that. But it it really didn't like getting stabbed in the back. And so, it's going to go after Ellie.
Man.
You still got
Shield of
2
faith.
plus. Yep, you still got, it's still up.
And it's
Right.
got disadvantage.
Oh, and it's got disadvantage. Okay, great. Okay. Does 14 hit?
Not because of my shield of faith. It otherwise would have, though.
Nice. Okay. It comes swinging around with both hands down at you, and you roll out of the way, and it just smacks it into the wall again and again. The house the house trembles at the blow, and like you hear like stuff falling down in the other room, and like, you know, one of the pieces of wood from the ceiling comes crashing down, and we are at Beargrin again.
All right. I'm gonna take another swing with my sword,
Okay.
and we're going to roll it.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Aha!
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Oh,
Whoa.
damn.
Damage.
That's a beefy hit.
Wow.
All right, it's not looking great, guys. It is not looking great. Are you moving?
I'm gonna stay put.
Okay. All right, Evelyn.
So, seeing Artilicus perform cast Toll the Dead, I myself will cast Toll the Dead. It's a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, he makes it.
Damn.
Is there any damage with that, or?
No, I don't. Succeed. No, it doesn't take any if it succeeds.
Okay. All right, are you moving?
No, I'm gonna keep it boxed in.
All right, Ellie.
All right, I'm gonna stab it. 17?
You say you're gonna stab it, but you don't.
Oh, okay. I'm going to disengage with my cunning action and back away a little bit.
Okay. All right, Artilicus.
I am going to use my bonus action to cast Wrathful Smite. I didn't realize it was going to do the damage right there, then and there. But Wrathful Smite is the next time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your attack deals an extra 1d6 psychic damage. And if it's a creature, it must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of me until the spell ends.
Okay, it makes the save.
Okay. Well,
So you say it takes the damage?
no, it doesn't yet.
Okay.
I have to hit it first.
Oh, okay.
And so I am going to 19.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit him.
All right. So it takes, let's see here, 5 plus 3. 8.
Nice. All right.
8 damage, and it made it save, you said?
It did, yes.
Well, my taunts did not work.
Okay. Sigurd, it's your turn.
With a flourish, I deftly stab at it with my rapier, hit it right square in the chest. and bounces off the armor.
Right. Okay. You moving?
No.
All right. It is coming at y'all this way. Where's the middle of them?
Oh, can I take my move action?
Sure. um. Let's roll. Artilicus, I'm gonna guess a 24 hits you.
Yes.
Is he moving out of the way, and do I get attack of opportunity before he hits Artilicus?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. 17?
Nope.
Boy.
I tried.
All right,
think it's
Artilicus, you get hit for 6. All right.
6. All right.
And Evelyn does 14 hit.
No, it does not. I have an AC of 15.
Nice. Okay. Oh, yeah, I was the wrong person. Tigger does 14 hit.
No. I also have 15.
I'm pretty sure like every single one of us right now has at least 15. I know Artilicus has like what, 18 or so, and so does Berger.
Yeah.
I have 16.
Oh, yeah, sorry, 16. But I wanted to at least make sure that we were all at a decent AC.
All right, Evelyn, you can take an attack of opportunity. This is coming through those two.
And as it does, I will take a swing with my sickle. And miss.
Miss. Okay. He kind of goes through those two, hits Artilicus at the way, and then just shoulders right into the wall, just ripping, parts of it out, and again the house just shakes, but this time the creaks sound a lot louder, and you realize in horror that the house is collapsing in on you.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, I figured that was going to happen.
And that is where we'll leave it.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Artilicus has to decide if he can hold a house up or not.
That's going to be tough.
I will give you bardic inspiration. Hold the house.
What kind of roll?
Nice.
What kind of difficulty would holding the house up from collapsing be?
Death house.
Death house.
Yes. I am picturing All Might just carrying that weight on his shoulders.
I swear if that baby crying is baby Walter, I'm going to be pissed.
We did hear that this is the prologue to Dyson Jury, so.
Right?
No.
Could be.
I'm not part of that podcast. I'm sorry. I can't be that.
I think I did end up telling Jeff and Ken, but when Jen's character got banished from the battle in Dragonlance, we joked that she suddenly appeared in Barovia in front of Crethin and Sprocket, who of course had never seen a Kinder before in their lives.
I'd like to think I left a good impression.
Yeah, and in 12 seconds later, you disappeared again, and so you
Promptly left.
You had
Yeah.
you had 12 seconds to represent Kinderkind to all of Barovia.
I think I like to think that I did a really good job. You know, like I was kind, I was sweet, I was entertaining. I probably pickpocketed Sprocket.
Good
Yeah.
luck finding anything.
You came.
Right.
You actually came back with a turret.
I came back with a turret. Please let me bring a turret to our next adventure.
Oh,
Or even better, put the turret in the Kinder pouch and give it a number and see if I can ever roll for it.
actually, I think we might do that. I think that's a great idea. Well, thank y'all for playing tonight. I am really enjoying this adventure, and so I'd be interested to see where it goes next.
Yeah, it should be great if we survive this. I've only got one heal spell that I can do because I only got one slot left. So
it'll be fine.
Yeah,
It'll be fine.
Artilicus has got this. We'll just cheer him on.
Y'all are y'all are definitely a bold party. Like, the house is falling in, except no one goes toward a window or a door. So this will be interesting. What happens? I'm not sure how this is going to turn out for you, but we'll find out.
I mean,
next adventure's up.
What's the worst that's going to happen to my character? Ooh, I'm going to go back to the Raven Queen. She can send me back in a second.
You just take the quickest and shortest, most direct path to evil. And you smite it. That's Artilicus's.
That's how he works.
I've got one path in mind, and if there are doors or walls in the way, well, one of them's going to give, and it's not going to be Artilicus.
He's inspiring. I mean, how can you not follow that?
Correct.
All right. Well, to anybody who came by, really do appreciate it. Zezikin, thanks for the raid. Wilkes, thanks for the repeated advantages when our early game was plagued with disadvantages. Really do appreciate y'all hanging out, and we'll figure out a time to do session 3 of this. I had meant to put a title on this episode, which was going to be called "Two Heads Are Better Than One." But
Perfect.
We'll figure out. We'll pick up here with the house falling down on our heroes next time, and appreciate it. So. Do we have who we got going? Is anybody going right now? We can raid. I'm pulling it up.
Let's see here.
Better Kid yells at me if I don't raid somebody. That's
Not always.
Maps started up. We could raid Maps.
Yeah, he's on.
All right. Cool. We'll do that. Again, thank y'all, and we'll go ahead and start the raid. And in just a couple of seconds here, and we will see y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.
All right.
See y'all next time when we have to reroll new characters.